This past summer, I lived out of my Toyota Tacoma for 5 weeks, traveling through most of the New England states, and I even hit up Canada. The purpose of this trip was to visit a lot of different bike parks. Every night, I would have to unpack all my stuff, set up my tent, and yeah, everything was absolutely crammed in the truck. But I rode some of the best bike parks I've ever ridden, and it was super fun meeting new friends and exploring new places. But I knew this next year, I'm gonna be doing a lot more trips like this New England trip. So I got busy looking at vehicles that's gonna be way more roomy and comfy than the Tacoma. And the Sprinter van caught my eyes. Perfect for van life, mountain biking, and you can literally make it home on wheels. But there were a lot of different options to choose from. Do you want a long van, short van, tall van, short van, gas, diesel, Mercedes, Ford, Nissan? As you can see, the options are endless. But one that really caught my eye was the Mercedes Sprinter van. There were many reasons I liked this one the most, but first off, I mean, they look the best and they have a very reliable diesel engine. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I sold my Tacoma, so I'm gonna have to whip this van wherever I go. A van wasn't just gonna show up at my doorstep. So I messaged probably 100 people on Facebook Marketplace and even went and test drove one of the super long 170 wheelbase vans. But it was a little bit longer than what I needed, and this thing would suck to drive every day. I was starting to lose faith and didn't think I was gonna find one in my price range. But then out of nowhere, so I didn't waste a breath. I drove 5 hours to this guy's house to check out the van. As soon as we pulled into the driveway and I laid my eyes on the van, I knew this was the one. But I took it for a test drive just to be smart. All right, here we go.
So far, it sounds pretty smooth, bro.
Yep.
They call that something. You need to get like a train horn on.
Yes, that would be hilarious. Let's see what it's got. Ready?
Yeah. She ain't too bad.
Not too bad.
That just is a bad driver notification.
And I absolutely loved it. So I paid the guy up and I had a 5-hour drive back home. I know you're probably asking yourself, what all does his new van have and what does he plan to do with it? So let's hop into a full van tour where I tell you everything about this van, what it already has and what I plan to do with it. And right after the van tour, I'm gonna be calling up all my buddies and getting their reactions because they have no clue about this new van. So let's tell you about my new home on wheels. Terrible clap. All right, so this is my 2015 Mercedes Sprinter van. It is the 144 wheelbase model, so it is the shorter of the two being the 170 model. So it's easier to drive, it's a lot easier to get around, and it's perfect for the build that I have. On the outside, as you can see, it's black. Honestly, pretty blacked out. The wheels are the only thing that's silver and kind of the side steps right here as well, but everything else is pretty blacked out. It looks pretty sick in my opinion. You can't tell that it's a camper van from the outside, but yeah, it's got a sweet step right here. It's got a huge backup camera. Actually, the worst angle I've ever seen for a backup camera. It shows like this right here, and then you're backed into whatever you're backing into. So great backup camera on this thing, but oh, I just hyperextended my leg into that hole. I don't know, it's got heated mirrors, which is pretty sweet. We got the AC unit on the top. So this model specifically that I have here is the 2-wheel drive, and it's not front wheel drive, it's only rear wheel drive. So that's kind of the only bad thing about this van. I wish it was 4-wheel drive, but those are way too expensive. The 4-wheel drive models are so freaking expensive, but I haven't got it stuck yet. I'm sure when I get it stuck, I'll probably have someone that can pull me out. It has nice winch mounts under here and on the back as well. It has a nice, like, I don't even know what you call it, but like the ball has also a hook on it. But yeah, let's pop the hood and I will show you the engine and explain a little bit more about the engine on this thing. Because if you don't know much about vehicles, it's kind of crazy. This van actually has a 4-cylinder diesel engine, which I know you think about it, you're like, that thing's gonna be super slow. It's actually a turbo diesel engine. It is super slow, but it's not as slow as I thought it was gonna be. So that's a plus, I guess. That's about all we got going on under the hood. This here, I'll take the camera. It has 183,432, which is not very bad for diesel at all. That would be like 100,000 miles on a gas engine. And it gets a whopping 28 miles per gallon, which is insanely good. The seat is very comfy. You can adjust everything. You can like adjust it up, which is pretty crazy. Adjust it back, forward. That seat actually swivels around backwards, which is pretty cool. My favorite part might be the cruise control, because the cruise control is so easy to set, and you set it at a number and it stays there. Like my Tacoma, it will fluctuate from like 10 miles per hour, but this thing stays at whatever you set it on, which is super fire. All the way around, it has 5 doors, which is pretty sweet. It's got 2 up front, 1 big sliding door on the side, and then 2 in the rear. All right, now let's show you the inside. The best part, in my opinion. It's so sick. This is my house on wheels. From the outside, you can't really tell. It's kind of like a sleeper build. You can't really tell if it's an Amazon van or someone lives in it. I've actually had a couple people think that I am an Amazon driver. So as you can see, we got some sweet cabinets in here. All of the top of the cabinets and some of the side of this, it's all made out of butcher block, which is pretty sweet. It looks really good. It ties it all in together. We got plenty of cabinet space. Got all my filming stuff in here right now. Plenty of cabinet space over here, some drawers. This one, every time I turn left, this drawer likes to open. So gonna add like one of those baby locks or something on that one. Yeah, it's got this sweet pull out swivel table. It's a little bit janky, but it's okay. I can fix it. Has this huge spacious chest that I have all of my gear in right now, and it actually has a terrible smell coming out of it when I open that. So I'm gonna close that back up. You see this huge window right here, which actually you fold these open and it opens just like a hot dog stand. You can go as large open with that window as you want, and the roof is all fitted out as well. It looks super sick, brown and black, and then it has the trim on it. Ties in the van super good, gives it a nice home look when you're in here chilling, which is what I've been doing a lot. And you can see on the roof too, we have this huge, it's an AC / air circulation. It's not a heater, but it's AC, or it just circulates the air. It's got 2 fans in the back. You turn these things on, they sound like a dang airplane about to take off. They blow hard, so I guess that's all I need to do. Here, let me show you this seat right here. All the way around, 180 degrees. Chill here, you know, it's pretty sick. I think that's it. Oh, the hardwood floors. I think they're laminate actually. They're not really real hardwood floors, but they definitely tie this whole van in like you're actually in a house, which is pretty sick. Show you what I'm working with in the back, maybe the most important part of a van, which is the bed and the whole reason for having a van. So you can sleep in here, live in here, and haul all your stuff around. So this is my twin size bed, and something that is super sick on this van. So I actually haven't done anything to this van yet. It's all, what you're seeing right now is how I bought it. So I'm going to renovate some things, change some things up, which I'm going to get to that. I'm gonna explain what I'm gonna change up. But these little vans, you can't really sleep horizontal in them. The guy that owned this previously put these pop-outs, these fiberglass pop-outs on each side, which adds about 5 inches on each side, which is like 10 inches in total, which is super nice. So now I can sleep in the bed and not hit my feet on each side. And in the back here, we have a little nightstand. I will explain to you what I'm gonna change. I think I keep on saying this, but maybe my favorite part. Every part of this van is my favorite part. But let's go check out where the goodies are. Go check out the garage where I keep all the bikes and all the stuff like that. So let's head to the back. Back here at the back of the van. That's how you finesse. We come for they next. We come to collect. Did it all on my own. Yeah. Got 2 fold out doors, which are sweet. Then you lift it up and they can open all the way. But if not, you just put the stopper back in and they stay automatically like that. But yeah, this is the garage space on my van. Currently have 2 of my bikes in here. I have my 9er Rip 9 and my Marin Alcatraz dirt jumper. So yeah, like the main goal with this van and what my main goals for these videos will will be showcasing how I'm gonna be building this thing out, fitting it out, and living out of it. Traveling to a lot of different places, beautiful places, mountain towns, and stuff like that, and riding my mountain bike. So you gotta have a good garage space to, for one, keep your bikes so they don't get stolen if they're on a rack or something like that. For two, work on your bikes, and for three, like clean your bikes and stuff like that. So this will be a perfect spot for that. And the garage is way more spacious than I thought it was going to be. I was super stoked that I could just throw my front wheel off and stick the bikes in right off the bat. Didn't even have to do anything. So much stuff I could do with this, and we're going to get into what I'm going to be doing. Now let's start back at the top, back on the outside, and explain to you all the stuff that I want to change. So let's do it. All right, like I said, the outside of the van is pretty bone stock. There's nothing that really indicates that it is a camper van except for the pop outs, which are, they blend in and you can't really see them. I want to fit it out a bit more. So here's my long-term plans for the van build. Gotta make money, gotta slowly build it out. So that's what this YouTube series is going to document. First thing, I'm kind of thinking a foot down or 2 feet down, add the like bed liner in a like gray color, kind of the same color as the cabinets all the way around. I think that could look super sick. Add a black bed liner on the hood. Keep all these chips away because it is chipping up a little bit. I don't want it to chip too much and start rusting. And I kind of want to put either a big logo here or a big logo somewhere on each side. That's like a HB Bikes YouTube channel logo. So subscribe if you want that to happen. Around back, I'm kind of thinking with living out of this thing and hauling all my stuff around and having to cook, propane and stuff like that, I'm going to want to haul some stuff and I'm going to get short on space, I'm sure. It's like big boxes that go on the back doors. You can still open them just fine. They just swing out with the door. That will allow me to put propane, tools, whatever I want to put in those boxes, I can put in them. They're watertight, so don't got to worry about them leaking. I eventually want to change the stock wheels and get some like method wheels or something like that. You can either get one of two options. You can get the ladder on the side, or you can get the ladder on the back to the roof. And then up top, I would like to put one of the racks and deck it where you can like go up there and chill out, put a chair or stand up there, whatever you want to do. Yeah, I don't want to go like super overboard, but definitely fit it out a little bit, which that's going to take time. So if you hit that subscribe button, like this video, all that stuff is eventually going to happen. Yeah, let's go back on the inside and show you what I'm gonna change on the front, on the inside. Also, this van used to be, it wasn't always fitted out like this. Originally a passenger van, so it had the rows of seat. It's all the way to the back. Pretty crazy what they've turned it into now. I haven't got a game plan completely down from the inside yet, but I have an idea. I do a lot of editing and computer work. So I would like to put a less janky swivel table right here that pivots around. So you can turn this seat around, most comfy seat, and not have to bring anything else in. Just use what I have. I might even mount it right here so it swivels around. And yeah, that's kind of my plan there. The living quarters and fitting it out for a kitten. So this right here is just empty under here into this cabinet. So I'm thinking about cutting a decent sized hole and adding a little sink right here that goes into a water tank under here, and the gray water will just drain out the side. I'm just gonna cut a little tube out through the side and make it drain out to the streets. So that's the plan there. Now the next plan is cooking. Where am I gonna cook? Because I don't have anything yet. I don't have a lot of space to play around with, and I don't have a lot of counter space for stuff. So this is gonna be like my camera space where I do all that stuff. This is gonna be for cooking, stuff like that, spices, whatever. So that doesn't really leave much place for putting a skillet or anything like that. So I think I'm going to get an air fryer for one, and then have a stove top. So the air fryer can go anywhere. I can just put it down there, pull it out when I need it. And the stove top will need at least something to set on. I don't think I'm going to set it in stone anywhere. I think I'm going to get a little fold out table, put the little skillet on, cook in here, cook out there if it's nice, and then boom, problem solved. If I get deeper into living in here and find a better option, I can always change it up. It's no big deal. All right, so now we have the little treasure chest that I am keeping all of my gear in at the moment. I think this will be a perfect spot for the electrical stuff, such as the power bank that powers everything, which might eventually run off of solar if I put solar on the roof, but it will need a fridge in here. That is a very important thing. So I'm thinking like a cooler fridge, the ones that lay flat. They're more efficient, like when you open it, the cold air doesn't fall out like a normal fridge, it stays in. And they're very efficient for vans. That's why a lot of people use them. So this is a perfect chest to put one of those cooler fridges in, and all of my power unit stuff like that, which I will be making videos around building all that out, fitting it all out. So I'm thinking to get a bigger garage space because it is a little, I mean, we have all this room to play with here. I'm thinking I'm going to see how much I can raise the bed, roughly 6 inches, and then have more garage space, which means this is not going to be flush on the counter anymore. So it's gonna be about up here. So I'm thinking I might build a little cubby or even more drawers here, like put a drawer there, have all my spices and stuff. I'm definitely gonna leave it open as much as I can. It's a little dim in here. I also plan to run LED lights along the whole top of the van, sides down, around the garage, just to give it a extra pop when you open it up and give it some extra light in here when you're fidgeting with something small or whatever you're doing. So I'm a little bit nervous about how this is all gonna turn out. I think it's gonna be good. I know how to build ramps, nothing past that. So this is gonna be a big project for me, but it's gonna be fun learning, making videos about it, and you'll get to learn as well. You'll get to stay along for every mistake, because I know there's gonna be some, every win and all of it. So yeah, it's gonna be a cool one, but now let's head out to the back, show you what we're gonna do back there. All right, so this is by far the biggest project. Right now it fits the bikes, but not super easy. I gotta store them upside down. Like, this garage wasn't made for bikes. Got all the bikes out. You can kind of see it clear. Now it's kind of sick how they have the wood floor up there and then the garage is separate and it's got this nice rubber mat. Plan back here is the bed. When we get it done, it's gonna be raised to probably around here. So you're gonna have quite a bit more space. First, I'm going to lay the whole bottom with rubber flooring, kind of like this, like a thick rubber mat, just so it's nice and secure, kind of gives everything vibration damping and it's not as loud on the road. Second thing I'm gonna do, when I raise the bed, I'm also gonna take these and put them all the way out here. I mean, the furthest away that I can, just so I can have the most amount of space back here. After that's all done, we're gonna have basically this whole area. Just imagine this whole area this much higher and no supports, just little ones there. And of course we do have the fender wells of the van as well. But after we get that done, we are going to put drawers here to keep all of my gear, maybe like 4 or 5 inch deep drawers. And then on top of that, we're going to have the bike sliders, which is the most important part. So after we build these boxes for the drawers, that will be custom fit around the wheel wells. We're going to have the bike sliders, which will slide out with the drawers as well. So everything's gonna be on a huge slider. The drawers will slide out and the bikes will come out on top of the drawers, if that makes sense. It makes sense in my head, might not make sense in yours, but as we get deeper into this build and this stuff starts coming to life, you're gonna understand what I'm putting down. After that is all said and done, fingers crossed, we will be able to fit 3 to 4 bikes back here. That is the most efficient way I've saw. That's the best looking way. So yeah, that's the plan. Back here with the garage, I'm also going to put some webbing on this door and some webbing on this door as well, so I can store tools, I can store gear, I can store all of that as well, and then the drawers along with the space in between the bikes and stuff like that to store and parts, whatever, because when you're riding bikes, you're gonna break something. So you always have to have something else with you, or a backup bike. So that is the plan with the garage. I'm excited to get this van underway. I am also looking for some sponsors to help me out with this van. So if you own a company, a van company, or a company that specializes in stuff like this, hit me up, because I would love to work with you. I would love to get your brand in front of thousands of eyes, thousands of mountain bikers, thousands of outdoor enthusiasts. I guess that's about all I got for the van. So now let's call up all of my buddies and get the reaction on the new van, because none of them know yet. So I'm gonna FaceTime some of them. I'm gonna pull up at some of their houses and they're gonna have a good reaction. So let's go see what they think about the van. All right guys, so we are currently right now going over to my friend Seth's house. He lives right up the road from me, so yeah, I think he is going to have a great reaction, because he's always heard about me talking about van and about wanting one, and I actually have been keeping this all a secret from all my friends. So yeah, he's gonna have a great reaction. So let's go pull up at his house. All right, pulling into his house right now. Told him to stay inside, so we're going to get a complete blind reaction. Oh, Seth.
Oh, yeah.
What's up?
It's good, buddy.
Put some shoes on. Oh, we got the yappy dogs.
There you go, son.
Super duper nice.
Is it locked?
Yeah, it's locked. Dude, holy cow. So this thing is already built.
Yeah, it's pretty built.
That's crazy, dude. Dude, that's weird.
I know, it is kind of weird.
You're like hella hot.
Yeah. All right, now I got the van on heating up because my friend Deason is coming over. Me and Deason go way back. We've been friends. I'm currently 20 and we've been friends since we were like 12. So yeah, he lives right down the road from me. So we see each other like a lot. Before we could drive, I was like, I want my first vehicle to be a van, but that never worked out because vans are not a great first vehicle, if you know what I mean. And he hasn't saw the van, so we're gonna surprise him.
Dude.
Listen to the horn, listen to the horn. Horn reaction.
Oh, dude, straight out of a Prius.
Grayson said the same thing at Prius. Pretty fire, huh?
Dude, it's so good. We're chilling. Yeah, this is so livable.
So livable.
So
huh?
livable. All right, dude. Sit down.
Nah, I ain't letting you drive, bro.
Asking, bro.
This kid's already totaled his truck. What you
I'm
think?
never driving anywhere. It's all you.
We just going in this now?
Yeah. No, we're actually leaving right now. We're not coming back.
All right, bet. Let's do it. How you focus on driving?
I can't see with that light, bro.
All right, guys. So now for the friends that don't live around here, I'm going to FaceTime call them and yeah, screen record it and we'll get their reaction. So this should be pretty sick. All right, my first friend that I'm gonna call is gonna be Grayson. I used to work with him at Howler Bike Park. He's been in a couple of my videos, so I think he's gonna be pretty stoked. I told him that I was looking at some vans, but I never showed him what I ended up getting. Yo.
Yo, what's up?
I got something to show you.
Yo. Dude, that's sick.
Thanks. Doing a little vlog. You can say what's up to the YouTube.
What's up, what's up, what's up?
It's already kind of built out on the inside. Gonna do a little bit of stuff, but it's so sweet. Dude, you gotta listen to the horn. It's actually hilarious.
It sounds like you would be in a Prius or something.
Yeah. This thing only has 2 more horsepower than my Tacoma. But
Seriously?
yeah.
No way.
I swear, this thing has 161 horsepower. And it's a 4-cylinder.
It's a 4-cylinder?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
4-cylinder diesel. I never even heard of that.
Right? All right, Grayson thought the van was sick, so now I'm gonna call another one of my friends from same place. I used to work with him at Howler Bike Park. His name is, we call him Red. He likes traveling and stuff like that, so I think he's gonna find the van super cool. And I told him a little bit that I was gonna get one, but never showed him what I was gonna get. So yeah, let's give him a FaceTime call. Yo.
Hello?
I got something to show you.
Dude, that's sick. What the heck?
It's already kind of built out. I'm gonna do a little bit more, but it looks pretty sweet.
What the heck?
But yeah,
That's like all the way built out. That's sick.
pretty
Dude,
stoked.
that'll be sick. So you got rid of your Tacoma?
The Tacoma is gone.
So this is gonna have to be your daily.
Yeah, it is. Put free candy on the side. All right, so my next friend that I'm gonna call is my friend Justin. We go pretty far back, about 4 years ago we met. I saw his Instagram, I was like, yo, this kid's sick. He's kind of doing the same thing that I'm doing. We became really good friends since then. Yeah, I told him that I was getting a van. He doesn't know what I got. So we're gonna give him a FaceTime call. It's ringing right now and see what his reaction is. Yo, what's up? Hey, I got something to show you.
Yo! Dude, that is sick! Oh my gosh. Dude is ripping the bends.
Ready for the inside, dude?
No way. That's so sick.
Listen to the horn.
That's funny.
What's up?
My dad, the van.
All right.
Are you serious? How cool is that? No freaking way. Yeah, it's
not
cool.
too shabby.
Air conditioner.
Yeah. All right,
right.
see ya.
See you, bro.